I'm the Confused Ogre, and today I'm going to teach you how I make these iron-studded oak doors.
Let's paint.
So the first thing that I like to do is cut out the door from the stone wall that I'm working on. Here on this project I've got a single stone wall for a diorama, and I'm going to trace and cut out the doors. I'm sure you can use a hobby knife, but I love using this Proxxon foam cutter. Makes life easy. Anyway, it's a 1-inch thick foam, XPS pink foam, right? And I cut that in half, so we end up with about a 1/2-inch piece of foam for the door. Next, I use a small wire brush and do a couple passes to give it this nice wood grain texture. Next, I wanted to make the planks in the door look like there's a couple of big oak planks, so I scored a couple lines with the X-Acto knife before reinforcing it with a pencil to kind of give some depth to those edges. With all the wood grain complete, I moved on to doing some detail work for the doors. I take some small bits of cardboard, you can get this from any little food box or package, and start cutting away and experimenting. I designed these little iron reinforcement bars. I don't know what you even call them, but maybe they're more decorative than anything. But I cut them out. I cut 4, 2 for each side, before super gluing them onto the doors. Now for this door, I'm keeping it pretty simple on the back with no ornaments, but on the front, I'm going to go full out with all kinds of decorations here. So it'll kind of give you 2 variations to choose from. Anyway, we're going to glue those reinforcement iron pieces on the front, and then I'm going to go back to the cardboard and cut out some small bits to put hinges on the side, as well as the little door handle plate on the front and back. Next, I used a Q-tip just because I thought it'd be easy to cut and manipulate the bits, and I cut out a bunch of iron rivets. This is what I'm going to use to decorate all over this door. So cut out a big pile, super glue them on there, and then I ended up using the end of my knife here to really smash them down into place so that they weren't really sticking out too far. I couldn't get them small enough. Now I've heard there's other options you can use to make this same effect, like beads or something like that. If you got any good ideas, let me know in the comments. As for the door handles, I took some wire, wrapped it around the end of my brush, and cut them out. That gives me some uniform wire rings that are going to act as the door handle here. Quick dab of super glue, glue them into place, and that pretty much does it. Now as far as the hinges go, if you're actually trying to stick them on the wall, you can do a little more work there. But for this project, I wanted them kind of rustic and falling off the door, so I just put some bits of what appears to be broken metal. After that dries, give it a quick coat of primer, and we're ready to start painting. Now I'm all for keeping things fast, easy, and efficient, so my go-to is dry brushing. I do a quick zenithal highlight across the doors, and I'm really aiming to hit the wood grain. We're going to be going over the metal a little different, so I'm not too concerned about that, but really focusing on the wood grain. Gray, working our way up to white. Next, pulling out some brown contrast paint. I'm using snakebite leather here from Citadel. I think that gives the most realistic wood look. Next, I'm going to hit all the metal bits with some lead belcher. 1 pass should be plenty. Finally, we're going to do a coat of this Nuln Oil wash. Covering everything really good, helps get in the recesses, give us some depth, and gives that metal a little bit of a rustic feel. There we go. 2 oak plank wooden doors. Now you can add some bits afterwards to really spice them up, like some moss or some spider webs, like I did on this project. But the world is your oyster. Do whatever makes you feel good. If you'd like to see this full project, check out the next video. It's a diorama I built called The Dungeon. And until next time, we'll see you.